Welcome back, everybody. And running away from more fights. So last time we were looking for the Prince of Eblin, and we were trying to figure out why he ran off on his own to go take vengeance for his people. Oh wait, that kind of makes sense. Gee, I hadn't thought about it that way. But now I have. And it's still a stupid idea. And I've got encounters everywhere. What the crap happened? Okay, well, hopefully we've learned our lesson. Yeah, we're just gonna continue on. Please, stop him! I'd love to, but I can't find him. You wanna tell me where he is? It's not like I need to know. I mean, this cave is fairly linear. So I'll find out eventually. So yeah, like I said, we have happened upon the Kingdom of Eblin, and we know that it's a kingdom of ninjas, because I said that before. It's also the closest place in vicinity to the Tower of Babel. So we can assume that Golbez is probably responsible, since he's been causing a lot of trouble lately. And now we're just looking for the prince to see if maybe we can figure out another way to solve this situation. Oh, and as you can see, we're being given a lot of ninja supplies. The prince went after Rubicant. Oh, Rubicant sounds familiar, doesn't it? And more chests. Oh, crap. More Skulgers. Hehehe, you get it? Skulger? And we still have more chests. Spider Silk, that's not going to be very helpful. Phoenix down. I'll take him. And I think the Silver Hourglass is actually for magic. Alright, and it just so happens that we have found a save point. I wonder if something big is going to happen in the next little bit. That seems to be the norm that we're learning. So while we are making our trips around, so last time I kind of left things on a cliffhanger when it came to the games that I've been playing, and where I haven't been able to get a whole lot done this week because it's April, so I'm getting into finals for my semester and trying to figure all that out. I still actually had more from Arkham Origins that I wanted to say. So if people remember from the last part, I was a little irritated that the big reveal to this game was the Joker, that he was Black Mask. And I'm still a little irritated at that, but I was at least a little alleviated because I got a good story in the meantime, if that makes sense. So at that point, the story kind of diverges over to a hotel that's being held up by the Joker. Kind of a secret meeting place for the assassins. And now we have story, so give me a second here. Rubicant, at last! Am I supposed to know who you are? I am Edge, Prince of Eblin. Eblin? I don't bother remembering the names of human countries. You will remember my country and my parents. Kind of brazen, but alright. I'm sure there's a Naruto joke in there somewhere, because he just used ninja magic. Poor technique. This is how it's done. Ouch. Alright, well, he was not prepared. Ugh. I must say, I'm quite impressed. Continue your training. I look forward to our next meeting. So if you can't tell, he is the Fiend of Fire. Come back! Now, I need to find a unique voice for this guy. Are you alright? I won't lose. I can't lose. Not to him. We're after Rubicant too. Stay out of this. He's mine. Well, you obviously don't know who you're up against. He's one of the 4 elemental archfiends. You think I'm some sissy prince? I'm the rightful heir to the throne of Eblin, famed for its ninjutsu for generations. Leave me alone. I can take care of myself. Stop it! Tella, Yang, Sid, they're all gone. I can't watch anyone else die. Hey. Rydia. Aww, he made her cry. Rubicant is the strongest of the 4 archfiends. The odds may be against us, but we must somehow recover the crystals. Alright. I'll let you all in on the action. I can't bear to see a pretty girl cry. You do not lack in confidence, at least. Rosa, give him a hand. Cura! Thanks! 2 charming girls. Maybe this won't be so bad after all. Alright, let's do this. On second thought, maybe we're better off without him. Yeah. Ninja Edge has joined the party. This guy's going to be more of a permanent staple and kind of the replacement to Yang. So if you kind of noticed, he is a ninja, so he's going to be dual wielding. And also he has ninja magic. Like I said, I'm sure there's a Naruto joke in there somewhere. That's what I should have done. I should have gone for the Sasuke voice. Oh, that would have pissed people off. Okay, so this is actually leading into the Tower of Babel. So at this point, I actually did take a bit of a grinding break just to bring up Edge, because you can tell he's got double his HP. How do we get in? Watch! Ready? Ninja magic apparently made us go through the wall. And I actually didn't show that feature before, so you actually can change which character is the leader of your party just by flipping the trigger buttons. I think it was just Square trying to put something to those buttons, and they couldn't figure out what, so they let you switch between your characters. That was always kind of fun as a kid. Like, I used to pick Kane, and occasionally I'd pick, like, Rydia or Edge. Just, it changes things up. You don't have to see the exact same character over and over and over. It's one of those subtle things that helps alleviate some of the same old, same old. But yes, so we're in the Tower of Babel. So obviously, Eblin had a connection to it. At least they could get in. So at this point, we have to wonder, okay, is it through this that Eblin was attacked? And also, why did they attack? And, you know, why is Edge so interested in revenge? As you can kind of tell, I think he actually even said it, like, the murderer of my parents and of my people. That's Edge's motivation. I will be honest, Edge is not one of my favorite characters in the game. He's really brash, and that tends to grate a little bit on him, but we'll come to like him a little bit later. As you can kind of tell, he's starting to develop at least a little bit of a soft spot for Rydia. So it's like the game is trying to subtly excuse me, it's trying to subtly add in another love story, so to speak. So you have Cecil and Rosa, and you have a little bit of Kane in there, because Kane obviously wants Rosa just as much as Cecil does. And now you have Edge and Rydia, which is, as we will come to find later, kind of a cute romance to play in this game. We're not going to... I probably said that wrong. We're not going to play a part in it, but it's one of those things that you like to see unfold. So while we're figuring this out, let me get back to what I was saying. So the hotel where Joker is, you have to go and storm it because you want to try and take down the Joker, but he's been holding a meeting with the assassins that are trying to kill the Batman, one of which is Bane. And I'll admit, Bane is one of those villains that I don't know everything about. I actually know very little on him. And I think I may know like 1 or 2 of his origin stories. But in this one, they go off the origin story that he's like a Colombian military lord. I don't want to call him a drug lord, but something to that effect. He's like a Colombian mercenary. And obviously it's kind of the same hook where he's addicted to venom, and so you're going to have that kind of mechanic in there. But it's kind of ingeniously told. I also like the boss fight that I had with with Bane. Just because it was... I was kind of wondering how they were going to do it. Obviously, I thought they were gonna pull out a lot of mechanics from Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. And they kind of didn't. They tried to make it a little bit more in-depth as far as the fighting was concerned. Because there are actually points when you have to stop him from getting his dose of venom, so he's easier to beat. And I like that concept. The venom makes him invincible. So you eventually like have to pull out the tubes or crush the tubes or make it so that they can't deliver venom into his bloodstream. I like that idea, and I also like the fact that you actually don't down him right away. The story actually continues a little bit where you're searching for him, because obviously he knows the Batman, he knows he's alive, and he knows that, or Batman knows that he won't stop at anything to get his kill. So you actually go on the offensive and you track down Bane. Also because it can lead you to this Joker. That's the other thing they try to do in this game, where this is like the first time the Batman has ever met the Joker. So it's just like, okay, well, he kind of gets who this guy is, but not really. In fact, that leads into an interesting story point where I'd actually never seen this put to paper or to a TV series. The origin of Harley Quinzel, or Harleen Quinzel, where you actually get to see Joker kind of warping her. That was a trippy scene. I'll just admit it right there. It was nightmare fuel as far as I'm concerned, but it's perfect for the character that the Joker is. And even though this is how you get somebody into a story. You feel bad for Harleen because you get why she chose this path. She thinks the Joker loves her. The story here is that she's a shy person. She hasn't really had many friends, and she feels like this psychopath understands her simply because he's manipulating her. And so while it's sad, it's also compelling to watch, because part of you, even though I know the end result, I know that Harley Quinn is going to come from that. The cool part is that I get to watch kind of that fall. And I don't think it's ever been put to comics. Like when Harley was developed. I know they've done it later. I know they've given Harley her own comic at points, but I'd never seen it actually put to paper, and it was brilliantly executed, especially since it was like a trip into the Joker's mind, which is just nightmare fuel. I mean, there were a couple of images in there that just I'm not saying like I was scared of him or anything like that, but they definitely made you understand why he's a lunatic. I thought they were kind of perfect for painting that image. And especially with going along with the dialogue where he's just trying to explain that he's found a new friend in the Batman, or the fact that he might be, I don't know why they went this angle, but I guess you could, where he might be falling in love with the Batman, and he doesn't understand why. Especially since the Batman doesn't want to kill him. When the way that the path of his life is gone is that everybody eventually kills. So it was a great thing to see. I'm still frustrated with the fact that the Joker is the villain, but I'm willing to forgive it because they did so well in that execution that it's not horrible. Like I'm willing to abide by it. If they don't have like a good finish for this, which I'm afraid they won't, I'm going to be frustrated. Especially since they've already had that happen. And there just isn't a good finish to that. There is no... It's one of those stories of there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Eventually, Joker has to be put behind bars. He'll get out again, and the Batman will have to save him. So... And I think I even said this before when I started Batman Arkham Origins. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get the return of the original Batman and Joker like we did in the previous two games. I'm willing to get over it, but these two kind of drive me a little nuts, especially since the Joker tries very hard to imitate Mark Hamill, and the guy they've picked to play Batman, I think he's done a couple of animated movies with him, or as him, and it's okay, but it's not the greatest thing. All right, and ooh, what's this? Edge. Father! Mother! Thank heavens, you're all right. You're alive? Come with us, Edge. Yes, come with us. Where? To hell. This is a turn in this story, especially when you're a kid. Holy crap. Fools, burn to ashes. You have to fight Edge's parents. Or the spirits of them. Actually, what's happened here is they're more augmented into monsters. That is twisted! And it's really, really sad. What's going on? Father! Mother! Yeah, you have to kill your parents. Otherwise, they're gonna be a problem. I don't like that. Love it as a storytelling element. I'm not gonna say it's ironic, but it helps fuel Edge's character, especially in his reason to go forward. Because if he had just beaten Rubicant, then it would be, I've avenged the people of Eblan. Now, here's a whole other thing. This is basically Edge's reason to fight alongside Cecil. This is what evil can create. Is it can twist that which was good into something evil. I know I've been going on about this for a while, but this was a really cool storytelling element when I was a kid. It's me, Edge, your son! This is probably the first, when I was a kid, this is the first time where I kind of liked Edge's character. Up until this point, he's been very brash, and this is one of those points where he kind of shines through. He's still not my favorite character of the series, of the game, but he's getting up there. Oh, and what's happening? Well, they're changing colors. I don't know what that means. The king and queen break free. Edge. We are no longer human. We no longer belong here. I'm sorry, Edge. We must go now. Eblan lies in good hands. Serve our people well. Don't go! No, don't go! Farewell, my son. Mother! Don't go! Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Redfield there. Edge? Lugay. How dare he? Rubicant, you sick bastard! It was Lugay who turned your parents into monsters. I am sorry for your loss. My only wish is to battle you fairly. To hell with your self-righteous blabbering! I admire your spirit. But anger never bears true strength, and it blinds you from what you truly need to see. Shut up! I'll show you the power of rage! Anger evoked Edge's dormant powers. Edge has learned Flood and Blitz. Well, this is interesting. Still, nothing can penetrate my cloak of flame. Not even ice. Alright, so it's basically our confrontation with the final Elemental Archfiend. I shall restore you to full strength. Do not disappoint me. Rubicat's a weird one because he's kind of honorable. I actually liked this fight as a kid because, well, first of all, he gave me kind of a free pass. I'm healed, so I can take him out and completely unleash on him. But I also like this in the fact that, like I've said with all of the other Archfiends, there's a mechanic to it. So in this case, his cloak, I mean, obviously, if you hit it with a fire spell, it's going to heal him. But the cloak cannot be, it cannot be penetrated. So when he has it up, if you hit him, he'll retaliate. And he'll hit you pretty dang hard. But while the cloak is open, he's vulnerable to ice spells, which is, you know, the way you should go. There we go, Blizzara. And Flood. We actually get to see more ninja magic. $5,000. Alright, so he's hitting us with Fyra. He actually can turn that fire spell on him and heal himself, so we have to watch for that too. And also, if people remember, he had a big spell called Inferno, so we have to watch for that also. It's basically a fire tornado that can take you down to your last 10 HP. So we don't want that to happen. Oh, there we go, Inferno. Now, thankfully, it can only target one person. Oh, is it? Okay, it's last 100. But nonetheless, we got to get ready to back up, because she'll die. Real quick, all he has to do is hit her. Like that. Oh my gosh, that is so close. And she's dead. Yep, that's her. And now we've just wasted some MP. Yes, if you cast and the person is dead or can't be affected, you've wasted the MP. Alright, so here is the cloak. If I attack, it's going to hurt a lot. So this is usually kind of the point in the fight where you heal up. You let him do whatever he's going to do because you can't stop it. And you just put up whatever barriers or whatever you can do. Now, a lot of people would think, oh, well, you know, you can put up the reflect spell. This guy casts nothing but fire magic. Is that really a good idea? No. Pretty basic. If fire heals him, you don't want him casting it on himself. Oh, and 2,500. That's not bad. So yeah, we're putting up the magic shields because we do not want to get hit like that again. And yes! Rubicant is down, which means all 4 elemental archfiends are defeated. We started at Scarmelione, then we met with, I can't remember the Water Fiend's name now, I don't know why. But we've ended with Rubicant. Even the weak become strong when they gather. I am most impressed. Until we meet again. Father. Mother. You can rest in peace now. Your Highness! I don't know if I actually gave this guy my voice, but, well, we're gonna play with it. Old man. Pray, let us fight with you. Where is that devil Rubicant? We got him. It's over. Amazing, your young highness. These guys helped me out. So who's this Golbez? Rubicant's master. He plans to gather the crystals to reach the moon. Why the moon? We don't know exactly. He seeks some great power there. We have to stop him. So he's the mastermind behind all this. I'm going with you. But your highness, Evelyn needs you! That can wait. We've got to stop this guy before it's too late. But... stop worrying and go home. I'll be fine. Very well. Everyone, please take good care of our prince. Huzzah! Good fortune, your highness. Good fortune, your highness. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's go get Golbez. We need to get the crystals first. Right. Lead the way. All right, and with that, we're actually going to go ahead and end for this week. So when we get back, we will continue on in the Tower of Babel and see if we can get access to the crystals.